on this week's edition of Jaguar TV.
MPHS FCA led students and teachers in worship and prayer at See You at the Pole last Wednesday. Students prayed for God's justice, mercy, grace, and peace over our campus, as well as over the campus of Parkland Academy, one of our neighboring schools that is hurting right now. Over 35 students volunteered, helping lead this morning's activities through song, prayer, and the reading of the Bible.
Last week, MPHS Beta inducted 38 new members. The mission of the National Beta Club is to promote the ideals of academic achievements, character, service, and leadership among high school students.
Last week, our North Pike cross country team welcomed our Little Jags to campus with a fist bump and a smile. Both teams also finished in second place at the meet. Tanevia Miller, Hayes Gabler, and Colin Richardson all finished in the top 10s. Congratulations, Jags.
Go.
Mrs. Bristol's health classes learned about exercise, physiology, and experienced various forms of physical activity in pursuit of long-term fitness. Students perform yoga, standing abs, push-ups, sit-ups, and kickball throughout the week.
The pride of Pike County strikes again at Capaya Marching Festival, earning Superior in Drum Major, Colored Guard, Percussion, and Overall Band. On top of that, they were named Best in Class, Colored Guard, and Best Overall Band. Way to go, Jags!
Congratulations to our volleyball team on their win Monday night over Franklin County on senior night. Seniors Kate, LaRaven, Katie, and Emily will be missed and each left a mark on this young, promising program.
My favorite artist is Rihanna, is because she's inspirational.
My favorite artist is Lucky, and the reason he's my favorite artist is just because he just talks about real stuff, like stuff I can relate to, stuff that I harmonize.
So NBA YoungBoy is my favorite because he just brings the happiness out of me. He knows what I go through, and you feel me? What I go through is what he goes through, and it makes me happy.
My favorite rapper is No Cap, because he came from nothing and I came from this.
My favorite artist was Michael Jackson because he got a lot of hits. I used to dance to him a lot when I was a kid.
My favorite artist is Lil Wayne. He speaks to me mentally, helps me cope with things in life.
My favorite artist is Rob 49 because he's so inspirational.
Hello, Jaguars. Welcome into Jag Talk. I'm your host, Ty Goldman, and this week we start out with Coach Smith, our offensive coordinator. Coach Smith, how you doing?
Glad to be here, Ty.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Glad to have you. So first, I'll ask a pretty general question. We had the bye week last week.
That's
How
right.
has our offense improved throughout last week's bye week?
Ty, last week gave us a chance to recover. We were a little bit banged up. I mean, after that tough non-district competition that we went against, like we talked about earlier in the year, gave us a chance to recover a little bit. We got to spend a little bit more time fixing some things that we'd got a little sloppy with. Gave us a chance to without having to play a game Friday night, we got to be a little bit more creative out there and try out some things to see, hey, could we do this maybe? Also, man, we had a little bit of fun last week. One day, actually, at the end of practice, we actually took the assistant coaches and Coach Mike himself, and we got out there, and I went to wide receiver. Coach Mike went to quarterback. We put Coach Cooksey on the O-line, and then Coach McCullough, I think he was at linebacker. Coach Freeman on the D-line, and then Coach Ball was with the DBs, and we actually ran some plays, I mean, just to kind of give us a little bit of spark and have a little fun with that during that bye week. But I mean, overall, I mean, I think we definitely improved, and I think it was good for us, especially to get our mind right before we get into district play.
So we talk about improving, right, with that last question.
That's right.
And something that's kind of we've wanted to improve on, and it's kind of haunted us all year, is being able to finish some drives.
That's correct.
And
Definitely.
you know, and I think we move the ball well. We
That's
do move
right.
the ball well, but we kind of get inside opponent's territory. Maybe we have a couple plays that are negative, have to punt
That's
or
right.
something like that. How can we clean up that and be able to convert?
Biggest thing is just paying attention to the small details, just like you said. I mean, we've had plenty of times where we driven down. I mean, we're inside the 5, we're inside the 10, and then I mean we're doing our job up front, and then maybe we fumble the ball. I mean, that's just something. I mean, just ball security, or either we do something like we jump off sides or something like that. I mean, just the self-inflicted injuries, I mean, have really plagued us. So, I mean, that's what I tell the guys. I mean, our biggest, enemy right now is ourselves. I mean, it's not what they're doing. I mean, if we can clean up the simple things, I mean, I feel pretty confident, that we can get the ball in the end zone. But, I mean, that's been another focus that we've had is, I mean, you get the ball, really inside of your opponent's 20, you got to be able to put points up on the board. So, I'm with you on that.
Yeah. So, like I said, we do a lot of things well, I think.
Yeah, right.
And one of those things is I think we really involve our athletes that we have.
Right.
Like we involve them a lot,
Mm-hmm.
and I think you do a good job of, as the offense coordinator, of getting those guys involved because they make magic.
That's right.
They do really fast, really explosive, good players. So what I want to ask is that kind of you scheming towards them because of the advantage they give, or is that kind of just naturally how it happens throughout the game?
Ty, when we meet on Sundays, I mean, we've been watching film on our opponent all weekend. We'll meet on Sundays and develop our game plan for the week. And I mean, typically by then, of course everybody has their base offense, but yeah, we make some tweaks and have a few special ways that we can get the ball in the hands of those playmakers that you were talking about. I mean, because just like, against Columbia, there's a few times that I can point out, we opened up a game with a flea flicker.
Mm-hmm.
How often do you get to see that run? Not very often. And we scripted that because they're uber aggressive on defense. They're coming downhill. From the first play, we put that ball in a little bit better spot. It's probably a touchdown. Could have completely changed the momentum of that game. But that's something that we planned for on Sunday.
Gotcha. You talk about watching film, right?
Mhm.
And
Right.
these next our entire schedule is now district games.
Mm-hmm.
So, does the amount of film that you guys watch, does that change a little bit? Maybe does it increase because of how important these games are, or do y'all kind of stay on a little bit of the same scale?
It's, as far as game plan, it's about the same. We might get a few more films now since that our opponents have played more games. Obviously, like you said, this is when the season really starts. All the non-district stuff, really doesn't matter. At this point in time, everybody's 0-0. These are the games that really count. But my preparation, is still the same. I feel pretty confident in the way that I prepare. I think our athletes understand the importance of these district games. So,
So, like you said, this is when the season starts.
That's
It's
right.
make or break
Mhm.
time. So our first district game is Natchez,
Right.
And they're a team 2-4.
Mhm.
Kind of struggled early in the year
Yeah.
defensively. They had some really tough opponents.
They
really
did.
And but they kind of got on track the last couple of games. I think
Right.
loud in the 20-point range the last 2 games.
Right.
So they win those last 2, so they get on track. How can we offensively be able to slow their defense down a little bit and be able to execute and win the ball game?
I tell you this, they're very athletic. Natchez, they always have athletes. One thing that we've kind of noticed that we can take advantage of is we feel like we can, use a lot of motion to create mismatches. I mean, because they do play a lot of man coverage. So we think by basically formationing them, shifting them, and using a lot of motion, we can kind of create some mismatches and hopefully get some guys wide open. So,
Gotcha. Well, Coach,
Oh, yeah.
good luck Friday.
Thank you.
Jaguars, your Jaguars play Friday night against Natchez at Southwest. We're now here with senior band member Brendan McNeil. Brendan, how's your day going?
It's going good, Ty. How about yours?
Mine's going good, man. I appreciate it. So I'll ask first, how's band season treating you?
Band season going pretty good. It was a little rough at first because of the heat index and not being able to go outside and things like that. But as the weather is starting to cool down, it's going pretty good.
So you guys had competition last week or last weekend at Copiah Academy, and guess what? Y'all won again. So I wanted to ask, with this also being your last competition, how was that last experience during the competition, and how did it feel to be able to go out and get another win?
It's always an exciting but scary experience because you never know with the judges. But at the end of the day, we always fight through and get the win.
So it's your senior season, right? And about to be over for you. Band, your entire band career is about to be over for you. So what has North Pike's high school band meant to you?
North Pike band program has meant a lot to me. It has brought me some of my greatest friendships and some of my hardest challenges. But I'm always am grateful for the experience it gave me because it made me the person I am today.
Well said, man. Well said. Thank you for the interview. Jaguars, thank you again for watching Jag Talk.